October 3rd. Is it October 3rd? And I'm here. This is Colleen from Core 57. Some of you are freshmen or some of you are new to the team. And you haven't met me yet, but I have had 2 children go through the program. Briggs, who's a junior now in college, and Maddox, who's a freshman at Purdue. So some of you may know the kids, some of you may not. But I'm glad to be doing some sort of dry land with you and with Coach Hall. So the first thing I want to start with is a nutrition tip. You guys know I love to talk about nutrition. Calories in, calories out. That's the first thing that I see that you guys are not getting good quality calories. So I want to make sure that you're eating enough. As you get into the pool and you start to go through these dry lands and then you guys are going to have a run, it's going to be really important that you are giving your body the proper nutrients. So when you look at your plate, guys and gals, I want you to have 1 handful of protein. And later, as we keep going through these, we'll talk a little bit more about what good proteins are. We'll send you out some articles on good proteins. I want 1 handful of protein, 1 handful, probably a handful and a half of good clean carbs, and then 3 handfuls of greens, vegetables. All right, so all of that is going to be really important. It's going to give you energy. I don't want you cutting calories, and I don't really want you eating a bunch of chips or what we call bad carbs this time of the year. I need good clean carbs, good clean protein, and some yummy vegetables. Right? So if you don't like vegetables, let's try to learn how to like them. You have anything you want to add, Coach?
No, that sounds great.
All right, so we are going to be doing, this workout is going to be all endurance and cardio. Endurance and core. I'm stumbling over my words. All right, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to have a timer. You're going to do 30 seconds of an exercise, 10-second rest, 30 seconds exercise, 10-second rest. We'll be posting the workout on this page, and you want to go through it 3 times. We're going to take it kind of slow today. We're getting back in. The biggest thing is form. When we get to the core component, your form is going to be key. Core for swimming is, for me, the most important thing that we can learn in these first couple of weeks. Getting your core stronger is going to help you in the pool. It's going to help you with better kicks, better strokes. So we really want to focus on core. As you're going through this, we can't see you. We can't correct form. Maybe get a mirror, do this in front of the mirror so you can see your own form. It's going to be really important that you use good form. For instance, if you're in a plank position and your booty's up here, that's not a plank. If your booty's down here and your arch, that's not a plank. So we're going to want you in a good solid plank because it's important to stabilize your shoulders and it's also important for your core and glute engagement. Okay? So take your time and watch your form. All right?
If you need to pause at this point, the only piece of equipment you're going to need is a jump rope. So that is, besides your body weight, be on the floor, a jump rope is the only thing. So pause this if you need to go and grab a jump rope before we get into the nitty-gritty of the workout.
Yeah, all right. So we'll let you pause. Oh yeah, they're going to do is pausing.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm not really good at this shit. All right, so we're going to start with seal jacks. Seal jacks are going to be your cardio, your endurance component. When you do a seal jack, your arms are out in front of you, right at chest. They're not bent, they're not low, they're not up high. Right out in front, straight arms, shoulders are down and back. You're going to open like a jack and come together. So it's open, come together, and then you speed it up. All right, so these are seal jacks. You'll do these for 30 seconds. Again, it's really important that your arms stay at chest height. Not too high, not down low, and don't bend your arms and flop, okay? Be cognizant and mindful of how your arms are. We're working the back chain of your body on these, right? So cardio, but we're also getting some shoulder stabilization there. All right?
No flopping. Make sure you're completely in control the entire time.
Exactly. Exercise number 2 is going to be a plank. Now we're going to do a low plank today. I'm going to do it from the side, and Coach is going to do it from the front. When you're in a plank, you want your shoulders to be directly over your elbows, your arms at 90 degrees, and then your hands flat on the ground. No praying, okay? So this is the position. If this is difficult, you can drop to your knees. What I don't want to see is your butt up in the air or your back arch, okay? So you're going to hold a plank for 30 seconds. If it starts to be too much, right now I'll allow you to drop to knees. As we go on in the season, you're going to have to be on your toes, okay? So that's exercise number 2. Skaters. Skaters, this is another one at the gym sometimes we don't do very well, right? We see a lot of these.
Yes.
All right, this is a plyo. You're going to actually be exploding side to side. So a skater, you explode to one side, you balance, you hop over to the other side. It's hard to do it slow, and you balance. So it's going to be here. Use your arms, swing your arms side to side, and get that pause on one side and pause to the other. All right, when we do skaters in the gym, I like to use a mat as kind of a guideline because you're gonna hop over. So you hop over, pause, hop over, pause, load. You're loading into your heel and into your glute. So we're starting to recruit those muscles to help, okay? Glutes are also really important when you're doing those kicks.
Make sure your core is tight. Make sure you're not bending over. You should have a tight core as you lean and you shift your center of gravity.
Yeah, we should show that from the side. So from the side, it could fall. You don't want to be here. You want to have a nice flat back. Pause, pause. Use those arms, okay? All right, next exercise we're going on to is Cobras. This is another one that I want you to do correctly. So Rich will show you from the front. I'll show you from the side. Set up. Toes are down on the ground. Engaging your glutes. So your heels are up, toes are down. Hands are down by the side, and your nose is on the ground. Palms on the ground. As you rise up, you're going to take those thumbs and externally rotate. Don't look up and don't lift your feet up. Okay? Keep your feet on the ground and continue to look down. So you lower slowly, up and squeeze. Down, exhale, up and squeeze. Inhale all the way down, exhale, up and squeeze, and relax. So those are Cobras.
Slow and intentional.
Yep. Feeling that in between your shoulder blades, you should not feel that in your lower back. So your feet stay on the ground, no really big flexion of that back. On this one, I really want you to keep your head down. Okay, so you're looking at the ground the entire time. All right, next, one of my favorites, mountain climbers. This is also one that people do incorrectly. So your setup is your shoulders are directly over your wrists. You're in a plank position. As you drive up, your knee is going to come up in between your elbows, and then you switch. Switch. It's not here. This is what I'll see sometimes. That's not a mountain climber. That's like a donkey kick. Here. Knees up, knees up, knees up. Make sure as you're going through these for those 30 seconds that you're not sliding back and your arms are out here. You want to keep your arms directly over your wrists, pushing through your shoulders so that you're not putting too much pressure on your wrists. Okay? Anything to add on that one? No. I'm getting tired. Frankensteins. All right. So this is a core exercise. You're down on the ground. Your feet are out in front of you. Toes are to the sky. Arms are going to go out directly behind you. Thumbs are to the ground. You're going to lift at the top. Look up at your hands and lower back down slowly. Up slow. Lift. Lower back down. Good. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. All right, so I call those Frankensteins because I don't even know if you guys know what Frankenstein is, but he used to get out. Oh, so we call them Frankensteins.
All right, this is modeling for good sit-ups. A lot of people do sit-ups very badly, and it doesn't actually do any core work. The key is to put all your pressure on your core when you're coming up, and not swing. No swinging your arms up to give you any momentum. Putting your arms up here negates that momentum. So you have to use all this core activity to make that happen.
Make sure you're not doing this. So watch the side. If I go here, around, and then I come up, that's wrong. All right, you want to come up as straight as you can. Okay? All right, next one is jump ropes. I forgot to pull the jump ropes, but you guys all know jump ropes. Right? If you can't jump rope, you have a difficult time, just pretend for 30 seconds. Okay? And then the last one is swimmers. I love this exercise, especially for you guys. So you're going to be down on the ground. Arms are out. You're going to lift your toes up slightly off the ground. Now, you don't want to lift high. You want to pretend like somebody's pulling your toes back behind you and pulling your fingers out in front of you. So you're going to look down on the ground, and you're going to lift right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, and you're going to, it's slow. We're not going to be swimming fast. So it's lift, hold, lower, lift, hold, lower. Now, what I've found with this exercise is so many of you are weak in your upper back that you have a hard time getting your arms off the ground. So your modification to start off in these first couple of weeks, you can rest everything on the ground and then just lift, relax, lift, and relax. So that's if you're having a hard time maintaining a little bit of a hold with that lift, then just stay down on the ground and lift.
Make sure your hips stay square with the ground. You're not rotating your hips as you try to lift to overcompensate for a lack of strength.
That's right. All right, so that's workout number one. So you will do that, 30 seconds of each exercise, 10 seconds rest, and you'll go through 3 rounds. And that will be it. Slow and control, be intentional about your movement, and make sure that you're really focusing on the areas that we pointed out in the beginning. All right, guys, good luck. Let us know if you have any questions. Good. Good.
Yep. That was a good one.